I don't think people understand enlightenment. The very word evokes a sense of mystery, a distant peak scaled only by the most disciplined seekers. But what if I told you that enlightenment is not a destination, but a journey? It's not something you achieve, but something you uncover, a process of rediscovering your true nature. We often perceive enlightenment as something external, a state of being reserved for a select few. This misconception creates a sense of separation, a them versus us mentality that only hinders our growth. In reality, the potential for enlightenment resides within each and every one of us. Just as a seed contains within it the blueprint for a magnificent tree, so too do we possess the innate capacity for awakening. The journey is about nurturing that seed, providing the fertile ground for it to sprout and grow. This is not to say that the journey is always easy. There will be challenges, moments of doubt and uncertainty. But it is through these very challenges that we grow, shedding layers of conditioning and moving closer to our true selves. One of the biggest obstacles to enlightenment is the illusion of separation. We live in a world that constantly reinforces the idea of me versus you, us versus them. This separation is the root of much of our suffering. We identify with our thoughts, our emotions, our possessions, believing them to be who we are. This identification creates a false sense of self, the ego, which perpetuates the illusion of separation. The ego thrives on comparison, judgment, and fear. It seeks to protect itself by building walls, creating divisions between ourselves and the world around us. But beneath the surface of these constructed identities lies a deeper truth, our interconnectedness. We are not isolated islands, but rather waves in the vast ocean of existence, inseparable from the whole. To embark on the journey of enlightenment, we must first become aware of the ego and its machinations. The ego is cunning, a master of disguise, and it will do everything in its power to maintain its grip on our perception. One of the ego's favorite tactics is to keep us trapped in the past or future. It replays past regrets and worries about future uncertainties, effectively preventing us from experiencing the present moment fully. Another tactic is to seek validation and approval from external sources. The ego thrives on praise and recognition, feeding off our need to feel special and important. By becoming aware of these patterns, we can begin to disentangle ourselves from the ego's grip. This requires honest self-reflection, a willingness to look within and observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. Mindfulness is an essential tool for dismantling the ego and cultivating enlightenment. It involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, observing our thoughts and feelings as they arise without getting carried away by them. Imagine your mind as a busy marketplace, filled with noisy vendors vying for your attention. Mindfulness is like stepping back from the chaos, observing the hustle and bustle without getting caught up in the frenzy. When we practice mindfulness, we begin to notice the spaces between our thoughts, those moments of stillness and silence that were always present but previously unnoticed. These spaces are where true peace resides, a sanctuary from the constant chatter of the mind. By cultivating mindfulness, we gradually learn to abide in this space of stillness, accessing a deeper dimension of our being. Section 5. Beyond the thinking mind. The human mind is a powerful tool, capable of incredible feats of creativity and innovation, but, it can also be our greatest obstacle, trapping us in cycles of repetitive thinking and limiting beliefs. True enlightenment lies beyond the confines of the thinking mind. It is a state of being, not thinking, a direct experience of the present moment, unfiltered by the mind's interpretations. This is not to say that we should abandon thinking altogether. Rather, it's about recognizing that thoughts are simply tools, and like any tool, they can be used constructively or destructively. By cultivating awareness of our thoughts, we can choose which ones to engage with and which ones to let go of, creating space for a deeper level of consciousness to emerge. Section 6. The transformative power of acceptance. Resistance is the antithesis of enlightenment. When we resist what is, we create suffering. We cling to how we think things should be rather than accepting them as they are. Acceptance doesn't mean resigning ourselves to unpleasant situations or giving up on our dreams. It simply means acknowledging the reality of the present moment without judgment or resistance. When we accept what is, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities. We free up energy that was previously trapped in resistance, allowing us to respond to challenges with greater clarity and wisdom. Section 7. Finding joy in the ordinary. Enlightenment is not about escaping from the world or transcending our everyday experiences. It's about finding the extraordinary within the ordinary, experiencing joy in the simplest of things. When we are fully present, even mundane activities can become imbued with a sense of wonder, the taste of our food, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of laughter. These everyday experiences can become sources of profound joy when we approach them with an open heart. The key is to cultivate a sense of gratitude for the present moment, appreciating the beauty that surrounds us, even in the midst of life's challenges. Section 8. Compassion, the heart of enlightenment. Compassion is not simply about feeling sorry for others. It's about recognizing our shared humanity, understanding that we are all interconnected and that their suffering is our suffering. When we cultivate compassion, we break down the walls of separation that the ego has erected. We begin to see the world through the eyes of others, experiencing empathy and understanding where once there was judgment and indifference. Compassion is not a sign of weakness, but rather a reflection of our inner strength and wisdom. It is the wellspring of kindness, forgiveness, and love. Section 9. Embracing the journey. The journey of enlightenment is a lifelong process, one that unfolds gradually over time. There is no finish line, no ultimate destination to reach. There will be moments of profound insight and moments of doubt and confusion. There will be times when the path seems clear and times when we feel lost and uncertain. The key is to embrace the journey in its entirety, with all its twists and turns. To approach each experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, as an opportunity for growth and awakening. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Every step you take brings you closer to your true nature, to the realization that you are already whole and complete. Embrace the present moment, cultivate mindfulness, and let go of the illusion of separation. The path to enlightenment unfolds one step at a time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share. Join us on this journey of discovery.